Cause look, y'all, we right now we gonna be on IG, we on Facebook, we on YouTube, and we on UBSN Television, which is my television channel. So, oh, yo, what's up, y'all? Hey, man, we about to get started, man. But let's go ahead. We got a special guest is coming through today. I hope that was some money somebody sent me, maybe not. But yeah, we gonna go ahead and get started. So hey, check us out, man. We're gonna get you ready. All right, here we go. Word. Hey, man, today's special guest is gonna be one of my favorite comedians by far. This cat named Denny Live, man. You might know him from HBO. You might know him from the Bad Boys of Comedy. You might know him from Comedy Central. Dude is hilarious, man. You might have seen him at Uncle Phil's Theater, like I did a couple of months back, man. And this guy's hilarious, man. So, hey, we're gonna drop some stuff for y'all, and we'll be right back with y'all, man, with Denny Live. Yo, so welcome to the Best Kept Secret. I'm your host, David Katash, comedian David Katash, man. And today we have a very special guest, man. And he's very special in height because he made me look like I'm tall. So you know I love short people, man. I got a rep for the short people, man, all day, man. But yeah, Denny Live, man. Very funny comedian, man. We're talking 30 years of comedy, man. We're talking HBO. We're talking Bad Boys of Comedy. We're talking BET Comic View. Man, we talking about Comedy Central, man. Guy's hilarious, man. And right before we drop him on, we going to let y'all see a little bit of what he do, man. The dude is hilarious. Actually, I don't have that set up yet, but we got a show we doing on April 1st. So I'm going to show that real quick. Be right back with you. Yo, it's the April Fool's Foolish Friday comedy show.
She want to go to black churches because she like the music. I want to go to white churches because they get out on time.
Featuring David Katash.
Where you at? You got plans? Don't say that.
Josiah Jones.
Ain't nothing hanging in there. Everything is hanging out from the side and everything. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, you want.
The inspirational comedian. Tanja D.
Either Friday or Sunday.
And Denny Live.
Right here, that don't sound right. I'm gonna ask you one more time. When do you get your check? I just started this job.
April 1st, 2022. David Katash, Josiah Jones, the inspirational comedian, Tanja D, and 30 years of comedy, Denny Live. It's April Fool's Foolish Friday. Be there. Yeah. All right. With no further ado, before we show something with him on there, will y'all please put your hands together for my brother, y'all brother, man, the most fabulous, hilarious brother I know, Denny Live, y'all. Give it up.
What up,
y'all.
What up, everybody? What's going on? Yes, clap for me, yes.
Yes. They
What's
at
happening,
home
good brother?
right now. Yeah. Denny Live, man. My brother, man. Look, it's awesome having you up here, man. I got a lot of questions I'm gonna ask you.
Sure.
But first thing I'm gonna ask you is, do you remember doing the Bad Boys of Comedy?
Yeah. I remember it. It was
I remember seeing that jank and it was so freaking hilarious. Huh?
It was a good experience being doing the thing with HBO for the second time. The only thing was the contract that we signed with P. Diddy was one of the worst contracts in history. There was a lot of promises made in the board meetings with the comedians, and none of it came into fruition.
Oh,
and
man.
my good friend,
Well, so y'all like the comedy making the band.
Say again?
Basically. I said, so y'all like the comedy making the band.
It was actually worse than that. Jadakiss told me that he told me I shouldn't sign the contract. And I was so eager to get on TV again, because I had TV stuff going on back to back. So I didn't want to turn down the opportunity. So I signed the contract. The contract was absolutely horrible. The contract still stands to this day. So what they do is you sign the contract, and if you happen to blow up anytime after that, they get a percentage. You tied into a long-term contract.
Oh my
with
God.
Bad Boy Entertainment. Yep.
Oh my God.
And a lot of
Listen,
comedians.
he had a 360 deal before there was a 360 deal.
All I know is this deal is screwed. And a lot of comedians that have been on other things that had things in the works, they actually walked off the set. They was like, I'm not signing that.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, look, I want to show you. I want to show the people a little bit of your comedy real quick, man, and then we're gonna get into some more of that, man. So
Sure.
check out this is right here from the Bad Boys, man, with the bad contract. Wow, it's a different look now.
Bring out somebody from Philly, and he gonna put it down for you. He go by the name of Denny Live. Give him a round of applause, y'all. Come on, Denny. Come on. Cut that. Brooklyn, you ready to get raw? You ready to get raw? Make some noise. Good. We got a lot of beautiful women here tonight. So before I go any further, I would like all the beautiful, sexy women here tonight to make some noise. Y'all. Because I don't like beautiful, sexy women. I like ugly women with good because it's what's on the inside that count. For real. Men always worried about the wrong. They're always worried about what a woman look like. She gotta have nice hair, nice teeth, nice body, all that. Ladies, my qualifications is low. If you got some of your hair and most of your teeth, and you can write your name down in crayon without no help from nobody else in the special education class, and you don't wear that helmet all the time, you could be my girl. Because I don't like women that's too smart. I like my women dumb with big titties. Dumb is a damn rock. I mean, you can't spell her name dumb. I want a woman so dumb, you said, baby, what's 1 + 1? She around and say applesauce.
Wow. Get up for Denny Live, man. That Jane's stupid, man. She messing around and called applesauce. Yeah,
Yo, man, I never watched that.
You never watched it?
I never watched that.
Oh my God, yo, I watched that mad time.
I was so upset with the contract, right? And at the time, I was coming from LA. So I was getting a lot of free clothes, fly stuff, right? And when we got there, he wanted everybody to wear the Sean John stuff. And I was like, man, I don't want to wear I don't like none of it, right?
Oh my God.
Wear the contract. I had all this fly stuff from Mesquite, which was out at the time. And, you know, I was like, y'all got there. I come back there with all my stuff. And they like, the stylist and the talent coordinator was like, no, you can't wear that. You got to wear this. And I'm like, damn. So they rushed me to put that on. You see, it's big. And I'm like, yo, this is weird. And it just wasn't a good look. And then on the tour, it was like, oh, it was just crazy, man. It was, you know, the brand wasn't right. It was weird. It was really weird. It was not a good look. Young people read your contracts. You know, that's all I can say about that. You know,
Hey, man.
yeah.
I should probably play that jank first, because then it put a damper on listening to that jank. Because I was like, dang, my man got done like that. That's crazy.
Oh,
man.
we all got done like that. We all got done like that.
Dang. Who else ran on that show?
Oh man, it was me, Willie Robo, God, who was in it? Rashid Thurman. It was a lot of us on there because the Bad Boys of Comedy was supposed to be like the next Def Comedy Jam. So with P. Diddy involved in it, we was like, oh, this is gonna be major.
Right.
But he wouldn't listen. Like, it could have been so big for somebody. So it didn't have a regular host, like a Martin or Joe Torre.
Right.
It was just somebody would warm the crowd up, and then Dougie Fresh would introduce everybody. And I'm like, yo, man, that's weird. Like, come on, man. But and then they made money off us. But yeah, it wasn't a good look financially. Considering their homeboy worth over 100 mil.
Dang, man, oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, well look, we're gonna take them back. By the way, you people out there, y'all got any questions? Y'all just put them up on, I guess, on the YouTube. I don't know if Facebook shows up in here, but you can put them up, and you know what I'm saying, and we can ask Denny stuff. Big shout out to my homegirl Bonnie Chambers. She one of the Koya clan type people, man. She rep the Koya clan.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. So, hey, man, I remember BET's coming to the stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you. I remember Lil Duval, who I can't remember. He was going by another name back then.
No, he was Roland Powell.
Roland Powell, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Lil JJ. And it was another guy that was Rocker, Joe Rocker, something like that.
Joe Recker,
yeah. So I mean, tell us about coming to the stage, because that was my favorite show. When that show was out, was my favorite show, and it only lasted like 2 seasons.
Right.
Yeah.
Joe Recker was on the second season. I was on it with Lil JJ. So it was me, Lil JJ, Alex Scott, Timmy Hall, Arvin Mitchell. We were the biggest names on coming to the stage. And K-Dub actually was on there first. K-Dub was one of the first ones on there. And we actually, we was kind of scared of K-Dub. Because K-Dub has always been super funny. And K-Dub was more established than we were as comedians. And I actually picked K-Dub to win. But something happened, and K-Dub got kicked off or something like that. And it was just me, Timmy, Lil JJ, Arvin Mitchell, and Alex Scott. And coming to stage was a good look. The people there were very nice. Shout out to Marilyn Gill, shout out to T-Faye Griffith, shout out to my big sister, Kim Cole from Living Single. Yeah. That's my big sister this day. She was such a sweetheart. She still is. You know what I mean? We went on the road, went on tour. We had a good time. We made some money. It was really nice.
That's Kim Cole's from Living Color. Yeah.
Right. Well, Living Single. I get the words mixed up.
Living Color. No. Living Color and Living Single. Yeah,
she has done so much to help comedians. She's given me a few bucks back in the day when I was out there spending money all crazy and got into a little situation. I called her up, told her the situation was, and she sent me, a good amount. Wow. And she never was like, I tried to give it back when I got my thing together. And she was like, no, keep that. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, brought tears in my eyes, man. She's a sweetheart. But
she was the main reason I watched Living Single, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man, Kim is gorgeous. Like, Kim is gorgeous. Kim always been the finest one out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's such a sweetheart and a great person. We stay in contact to this day, and she's been really great. Sydney Hall, Alice Scott, Lil JJ, Arvin Mitchell, TL Fitz was on the road with us at a few times. He's my brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're my brothers, and we looked out for each other and everything like that. Shout out to my man 6ix9ine from Ram Squad in Philly, who went on the road with me on tour a few times, and we just we had a great time, man. It was great experience.
Wow, man. And it was 2 seasons, man. I just wish it was more. And like these old shows, I be wanting to go back and watch them because it's like being a comedian, like you like analyzing, you never stop learning, and
right.
You can't find these shows. Like there's some trash on YouTube, might be like 5 minutes or less, and then that's it. You can't really find these shows no more. So, do you know how to get these shows?
I know that overseas, you can actually see some of the old shows. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they show them in London and different places like that, in the UK and all. So
Well, shoot, man. Let's talk about your experience on BET's Comic View. How did that come about?
It's funny. The people from Comic View came to Philadelphia to do an audition, and I went to the audition. And when I got picked for the audition, and I went out to take Comic View. The first Comic View I did, it didn't air, and then they came up with Coming to the Stage, and I didn't want to do Coming to the Stage. I wanted to do Comic View because Comic View was established. It had a bigger name, and I thought it was gonna be. I thought that I didn't know that Coming to the Stage would be as big as it was. So what I did was they convinced me to audition for Coming to the Stage, and then I auditioned for Coming to the Stage, and it took off so big that the next season when they did Comic View, they put me on Comic View about 4 times after that before they ended up, getting rid of Comic View. And it was a great experience. J. Anthony Brown, D.L. Hughley, D-Ray Davis, I met those guys, and they were all very, very good to me. Took me on the road with them and stuff like that, and it was cool. Me and Lil Duval went on the road together, and did some things, and it was good. It was really good, a good experience.
Hey, so who's shorter, you or Lil Duval? Because we got to talk about your height.
He always be talking trash about me, but I think we the same height, or he might be a little bit taller. But here's the thing: Duval is skinny.
Yeah, right.
I'm bigger, so I look taller because I'm wide. But Duval is not tall, man. Duval got a kid body.
I know he got a real big head. I seen it.
Oh man, but I'm gonna tell you, let me tell you. You know what's funny about Duval? Duval, little dude, right? But the chicks love Duval.
Yes, they do.
They love him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Crazy guy. But yeah, man, I'm proud of him too, man. All his success and everything that he's done, man. With you, who would have thought that he'd have did his thing with the music and the comedy?
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy. And I didn't even know he did music. So them songs, he been going hard. He been hitting.
Right.
Man.
Well, but he's been doing that, and it's been low-key successful. And then when the big record came out, it just threw him over the top.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Well, let's talk about Comedy Central, man. So what you do on Comedy Central?
That was Verizon. It has something to do with Verizon, and
you got so much stuff. You don't even know what it was for.
I know we did it at Comics in New York City, and it was God. It was I can't remember who was on it with me. I can't really remember, but I know this is what I do remember. I remember them when they printed the checks out. I remember that the Comedy Central check was a nice check. I remember going into an office, talking to the lawyer, and I signed some papers, and they wrote the check, and I thought they made a mistake, and they didn't, and I got out of there as quick as I could.
I know that's right.
Before they changed their mind, sure. I was like, "Oh, this is great." This is right, and this is right after my little situation where Kim Cole dug me out the situation, and I was like, "All right, bet," and I was up again.
That's popping, man.
I was up again. It was already popping.
Bonnie Chambers, she's watching, and she said, "Are you doing any tour besides with Katash? What else you got going on?"
Yeah, I got my own tour. I got my own tour. Fuck that job. PHUCK. Got that job. It's more of an adult kind of how can I say no holds barred type of tour. You will not get this set on April 1st. I just want to let y'all know that. April 1st, I'm gonna get the clean, churchy version. But yeah, that's my tour all around the country. The basis for that is, live your dream. People do jobs that they don't like. My day job is not the how can I say? It ain't they're not the nicest people, right? So you hate it. And it's like it motivates you to go hard on your dream. You know what I mean? And it's just like one of those things where, like, when you're working with people where all they have is their job, they don't have any ambition to do anything else. All they know is their job, their day job. They done gave up on everything else. And you having a dream that you want to attain, it's a bad mixture for people that don't have that. Right. And it's also bad if you're a person that's getting money. If you're getting money and you maintain a day job, you're gonna catch some hate. You know what I mean? And that's been my situation for years now. It's just, you can't depend on one thing to bring the bread in. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's some hate there, going on tour on the weekend, coming back to work, and they're like, people want to be extra with you when they're your boss because I try not to brag. But in real life, Denny Live is hood rich, and
I know
the
that
people I work
right.
with are not. That's just how it is.
I'm just trying
you know what I mean. So it can breed some animosity. But I try to ignore it, man, and keep on grinding because the entertainment business is the bag. I work with people who are real life millionaires. They're not 50 million in and 6 million in, but I got some close friends that are $3-4 million in. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Net worth wise.
Yeah.
So when you're working with those kind of people, and this is for you, Katash, and any other comedian, if you're standing next to somebody with a $4 million net worth and they're in the same spot as you are, it's all about how you maneuver because you can attain the same thing if you're willing to work at it. So, I look at a lot of my friends in the business who've attained million. We black people, it's like, if you can make a few $1 million, if you can make $700,000 in this game, you've made it. Because we all from the hood. Yeah. And if you do that and you're able to take care of your family, to me, you're successful.
Facts.
You don't have to be on Kevin Hart status. But coming from the hood to you done made a mill or two, you made it. So, I say just keep working hard. And another motivation for me is that there are so many people in this business who are millionaires that aren't talented.
Ha! Wow.
Like,
Say
yeah.
it for the people in the back. Say it one more time for the people in the back.
I'm gonna say it again. It's some people in this business, a lot of people in this business who are millionaires who are not talented at all. At all. And you know, I remember when Charlemagne the God was on the radio station here in Philadelphia, and he was interviewing Cassie.
This is my
Hey,
favorite.
you, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right.
All right.
He was interviewing Cassie, and Cassie was in Philadelphia doing something, and Charlemagne said, "Well, what are you doing here in Philadelphia? I hope you're not going to sing."
Wow.
Cassie didn't have the best voice, but I think her and P. Denny at the time had a romantic relationship, and he put some records out on her, put an album out on her, but she wasn't no singer like that.
Right.
She got some notoriety. She made some money. She was, 15 minutes of fame, and she made some money, had some notoriety, then she faded into the background. But, people like that, people like Jocelyn Hernandez. When you watch, I'm big into reality TV. She was always in the studio.
Right.
And then you never heard no music.
Never.
And then when you heard the music was whack. And I was like, what? But when you Google her net worth, she about $4 million in.
Whoa.
So I looked at that and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Here you are with no talent. You $4 million in. I'm a trash man. Way more talented than you. Oh, I'm doing something. I'm not doing something right.
Right.
You got to look at it. I believe there's room for people to be successful in this business on a certain level. And when I say that, I'm saying that you could make six figures in this game if you apply yourself.
That's right.
Because a lot of these rappers, oh my God, okay, you got nice beats, the music is nice, but the lyrics is trash.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the genre that we're a part of, apply yourself. And then even with some of the comedians, I love comedians. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. A lot of these guys are way better than me. But what I'm saying for me is that I believe I can hang with them. I'm not saying I can outdo them or that I'm funnier than them, but I think that I have something to offer that somebody need to cut the check, because I do comedy. I'm a radio personality. I'm a hip hop journalist. I can act, comedic and serious. So yeah, cut the board and check.
Where are you doing your radio stuff at?
Say again?
Where are you doing your radio stuff at?
I'm currently fired from all Philadelphia radio stations. Currently. I was young at the time. This is before Sirius Radio was popping. And it was like I was not always following the FCC rules. So what they did was, when they got rid of me, they got Charlemagne the God. And they ended up firing him too. So yeah, they fired Charlemagne too. And he came back with Wendy Williams. And, it lasted a while, but, there was no Sirius FM at the time. Sirius XM, I mean. So you couldn't just go bonkers. So it started out, I would get a verbal warning, a written warning, 1 day suspension, 3 day suspension, 10 day suspension, 30-day suspension from all different radio stations. And the last one I worked was an independent internet radio show. And before that, I was fired from a rock station.
Dang! It went for curse words?
No, this is what I would do. So regular radio is real political. So we would get records, and I would get records, and I would listen to them, and I would play what was in the rotation. But sometimes I would listen to an album and like something, and it wasn't the one that the record label was pushing.
Oh.
So I would play some things that I wanted to play. There's a record that DMX had with Eve, and I got a copy of it, and they ended up taking it off the album. But I played it in Philly before they took it off the album. It was a promotional copy that we just got, and they weren't really promoting it. And I played it, and it was dope, and they took it off.
Oh,
damn. LL Cool J has a record that he did with Freeway or somebody like that, and I played it, and I wasn't supposed to.
Oh, man.
So, it was crazy.
So that makes sense why Charlamagne, they just play the music that he may not really actually like.
Charlamagne is heavy in the music. Charlamagne, to me, because our taste in music, Charlamagne could be an A&R rep. And he has a great business sense, despite all this stuff you hear about him and the stuff that I've said some bad things about him because he put himself in the news. And as a comedian, I joke about everything. But behind closed doors and in all seriousness, I respect him as a businessman, and I respect his knowledge of hip hop. He has a great ear for talent, and that's where you kind of clash with mainstream anything, because these platforms that they pay you to be on, they control you, they control your brand. So you can't say anything you want. So with when I have the time, I'm doing so much. The Denny Live Hater Show concept is podcast and radio, right? So it's like I want to say what I want to say. I don't want anybody to control what I say. Now I'm keeping it real. I don't mind allowing some control for a price that I can feel comfortable with.
Right.
But what people do is, with the Dave Chappelle thing, they want to take ownership of everything. They didn't want to tell you what to do and how to do it. And you can lose some of that authentic essence of it. So, for the right situation, we can work something out. You know what I mean? But that's what it is, brother. Right now, independent is the way to go.
Yeah, it is.
Unless the check is all right.
Well, look, I'm gonna once again on April 1st here in Virginia Beach, Virginia, we have my man Denny live. He's gonna be the headliner that day. I'm gonna be rocking out doing my thing. My girl Tanja D from Louisiana, she gonna be coming here killing it. My man Josiah from Detroit, he gonna be killing it. My man Buck, we gonna get him. He gonna be hosting, and it's gonna be a crazy night of comedy. I mean, we gonna go crazy, but ain't nobody gonna be cussing.
Yeah, this is totally clean. You're gonna be shocked because I do a gang of church shows, so I'm bringing that church boy energy that night. Totally clean. You know what I mean? And I love it because you know what, Katash, people have picketed me doing Christian comedy shows. It's great for ticket sales because people that see me on all the other stuff, they're like, oh my God, you got that guy on it. And then when I do it, they be like, Lord bless you. You are so, the Lord is working through you. Yes, he is. I mean, he's going to change you.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, me and my wife got a gun in the car, everything.
Hey, look, we go ahead and drop this commercial on real quick. We be right back.
Yo, it's the April Fool's Friday comedy show.
She want to go to black churches because she like music. I want to go to white churches because they get out on time.
Featuring David Katash.
Where you at? You got plans? Don't say that.
Josiah Jones.
There ain't nothing hanging in there. Everything is hanging out from the side and everything. It's terrible. It's terrible. You want.
The inspirational comedian. Tanja D.
Either Friday or Sunday.
And Denny live.
Right here, that don't sound right. I'm gonna ask you one more time. When do you get your check? I just started this job.
April 1st, 2022, David Katash, Josiah Jones, the inspirational comedian, Tanja D, and 30 years of comedy, Denny Live. It's April Fool's Foolish Friday. Be there.
Yeah, man. They gotta
And
be
we
there.
are black.
Crazy. Huh?
And we are black again.
Hey, look, so we got a couple of questions out here. Let me see here. Blah 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 blah. I'm just some comments. Yo, we know her right there. What's up, girl? How you doing there, Maria?
I can't even see that. Hold up, let me see it.
Oh,
Let me
this
see.
nigga
Come on,
got-
that's Riri.
Yeah,
Riri.
Her real name Marie. Like you got the oldest name ever. Like we like Riri much better. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Cassidy, along with other. Okay, facts about producers. Bonnie says the facts about producers makes it them. I don't understand that. Let me see.
Facts of producers get them most okay. I don't know. I guess they mean the producers make most artists. Okay, in a way,
she
they have
also
a hand in hand, with the artists. They have a
She
hand
also
in it.
asked, "Will you be working with Ricky Smiley?"
If Ricky called me up and Ricky wanted to do something, I would definitely work with Rick. I know Rick. Shout out to Rick and shout out to all the brothers from Omega Psi Phi in the building, Rick. Yeah, I mess with Ricky. Shout out to Ricky Smiley. Me and Ricky did some work together when he was a host of Comic View. And Ricky was a real nice guy. We did some work on the road. And Ricky's a real cool guy. It's funny, man. All the dudes that got their faith in the Lord, when they get that check, they share it. And Ricky one of them dudes.
I know that's right. Let's see. Oh, this is my cousin right here. Boy, you reading like Floyd Mayweather in here. He cracking on you.
No, that's not me reading like Floyd Mayweather. The dude, listen, the dude that was Mike. No, Mike, listen to me, Mike. The dude that typed it in, he typed it in on me. The words was messed up. He was trying to say one thing and it came out weird. I can read, man. I can read real good. I can't see real good. That's why I got reading glasses, but I can read good, bro. When I'm talking about my reading, you know how in school that one kid that can't read, the people said that.
Yeah.
That's we. Shit.
Hello. So I got a pleasure doing a show. Our girl Goldilocks, she threw a show in Richmond, and it was kind of hoodish, and Denny tore that place apart, man. Oh my God.
It wasn't the cutest place to have a show. It really wasn't.
No, it wasn't. We had
really
a Fisher Price mic.
Place.
You
And
remember
real
the
rap. Who hosted that night?
I don't remember her name. I can't remember.
Oh, the girl,
the
little skinny girl.
Yeah.
She says she's a comedian, but when you go on her Instagram, you don't see no comedy stuff.
I'm not gonna talk about that right now.
No flyer, because she do everything. She's a nutritionist, a poet, a plumber, a spiritualist. She's assistant deaconess of the Western Tabernacle Richmond Baptist Church of God in Christ, Church of God around Christ, Church of God on top of Christ, Church of God on Christ, Church of God, we got no Christ, Church of Christ, ain't got no God. She was everything.
But a comedian. That's that's what is important. Like when you're hosting a show, it's about the show. You got to keep the people engaged and happy. And so it made the beginning of that show it laughed really hard. So when I came up there, I was like, okay. So I felt like the show ain't been hosted yet. So it was like I started hosting from my own spot. Like it was there, and so yeah, that was a rough one though, man. That was a rough.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm like, you gotta get a comedy host. Who we got here? Let me see what shit they talking about. Jonathan Smith Bay, what's up?
Don't nothing be on my page either. Okay.
Jonathan, why you don't got nothing on your page? You're a comedian. Yeah, we don't be believing you, man. You ain't got nothing on your page.
Right. Oh yeah, cuz. Thank you, cuz. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Mike. Hey, Mike Minor, keep on supporting Cuzzo, man. Keep him encouraged, man, because he really do got something.
Okay, so Bonnie says Danny, like died. Danny, who is Danny?
It ain't Mike. I'm not the only one that can't read.
She wrote Danny live.
She said Danny live.
Denny live. What was it like to share the same stage with Steve Brown, Capone, and Tony Rock?
Oh man, they're great guys, man. First of all, Steve Brown is amazing. Like he is amazing. And you know, Tony, they're all just great guys, man. Steve Brown to me is underrated. He is super talented, super funny. He has such an engaging and overwhelming stage presence. And you know, a lot of these comedians, just because they're not like big name stars, don't sleep on them. Because if Steve Brown was to get the opportunity that he deserves,
yes,
you're not gonna see some of these dudes no more.
Right.
And that's just real.
That's
and
fact.
He's not the only one. There's quite a few that are like that. Shout out to Tony Rock, man. Tony Rock's a great guy. Yes. And I appreciate you know, the shout outs and stuff like that. Tony Rock is a cool guy. I went to do a show. And then after the show I did, I went to go see him. And he saw me in the lobby. And it's funny because I didn't know Tony Rock at that time knew who I was. And he asked the girl while he was on stage, where you coming from? I'm coming from a comedy show. Who was on it? Denny Live. Denny Live's right back there. And it was so funny because when he shouted me out, all these other comedians was like hating a little bit, like, how you know you? I don't know. You know what I mean? But and then we busted up later on, man. And he's such a really, really such a great guy. And here's another thing. This goes back to what I said before. We know Tony got bread, right? But Tony's not one of them guys to be like, let me get a big chain and be acting all Hollywood. He's just a regular cool guy that's grinded and, you know, made a couple dollars in this game. And you know, with that kind of hard work, it's inspiring because if you meet Tony Rock is a regular cool dude, man. You know what I mean? And he don't throw nobody no shade. He's a down-to-earth guy. But at the same time, if Tony could do it and willing to work hard, you could do the same thing. Go right.
All right, so we got like 10 minutes left. And Denny, so who is your top 5 favorite comedians?
All right.
Yeah.
This gonna get tricky.
Uh-oh.
This gonna get real, real tricky because I'm a real dude out here in these streets. Every comedian says Richard Pryor, right? I love Richard Pryor. I listened to Richard Pryor growing up, and I never thought about doing comedy. Comedy wasn't anything I ever thought about.
Yeah.
My influences in comedy. Ray Gordon from Philly.
Okay.
He's a monster. He's on tour with some more, and he just constantly works. He knows the business of comedy. I learned a lot of it from him. I took his comedy class when it was free. He molded my career in terms of my knowledge and, you know, work ethic, right? Comedian talent from New York.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy Too Smooth. JB Smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Tony Roberts. Freddie Ricks.
Tony Roberts. Hold up. Pause for a second. Okay, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, Tony Roberts. Freddie Ricks. I would say the entire New York comedy scene helped me. But talent, Teray are first. Teray and talent first. Teray being first because he's the reason why I got to be cool and became friends with talent. And he's my brother.
Wow.
Yeah. Everything that I learned from comedy, I learned from him first, and then all these other guys. I did shows with Kevin Hart back in the day. You know what I mean? I would be like the opener or something, but I wasn't in the clique like that. I would do shows when I wasn't in the clique. But he was cool with me and stuff like that. But Teray Gordon would come to my house, and this is at a time I didn't have a driver's license. He would come to my house and he would pick me up and take me on shows with him. The first paid show that I got to do ever, I got from him. He took me on a ski trip comedy show, and I did a ski trip with him. And when I went to that ski trip, I met Talent Harris, and we became cool. And he put me on a gang of stuff. And I'm gonna tell you something. Comedy is what you get out of it.
Yeah.
What you put into it, what you're gonna get out of it. Teray and Talent have given me so many opportunities to be a superstar. And I was, fucking with this job shit and doing comedy too and going back to work. And here's the thing about that. It's like being afraid. You hear so many times people, when they hear this story, Tiffany Haddish was living in her car. Steve Harvey was living in his car. But you gotta take chances. The only way you're gonna be able to do this thing is if you take a chance. So if you don't take a chance, you're not gonna get as far as other people get in this game. So, and these two guys that I'm mentioning, not to be put all their business out there, but they've made some bread. And they did that on the strength that they were dedicated to the craft. They wasn't no backup plan. I'm going to do this. My thing was always having a backup plan because my thing has always been, well, what if just in case and this and that, this and that. You got to put something into it. The thing that makes it easier now is social media makes it easier now. And even with that, you got to work. So like my little followers that I got, the ones that really follow me, you see all the videos. You see the constant posts and sharing and YouTube and TikTok.
The man's stupider.
Stupid. Stupid. Like, and I do that because that's the new wave, and I'm still not all the way there. I gotta go live more with people because that builds your following. People get to interact with you and talk with you, but it's a whole creative thing behind the scenes when you're not on stage, and then you got to stay in the books with your material, practicing it, and then you got to get on stage too. So it's a lot. But, if you want to get to that next level, you got to do it. Because a lot of people in this game are just playing. They're in it to meet women. They're in it to be popular in their city and nowhere else.
Right.
So, like, you got to get on the road and try this thing. And the thing about you being the biggest person in your city, I'm the biggest thing in Philly. But if I go to New York, I'm not. They're going to put me on and see what I can do. I'm not the biggest thing in New York or Chicago. So when I get there, you're going to get the sweet spot. They're going to put you on stage. They're going to see whether you is what you say you is just by what you do.
Right.
So we got to stay in there and you got to practice. And you ain't always got to get on stage. When you get the rhythm of this thing, pick up that spoon in the kitchen and walk around the crib like you're doing it on stage. Killing it.
Facts.
Because this material going to come to you.
Yes.
Some dope stuff going to come.
Yes.
Yep. But yeah, Teray Gordon, Talent, JB Smooth, Tommy Too Smooth, Tony Roberts, Freddie Ricks. It might be more than 5, but those are my top guys.
Man, that I like answers like that, man. Like it really came from the heart.
Yeah, I mean, but it's so many guys that I love, man. Shout out to Earthquake and shout out to Raymond Grady also.
Yes. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, if you ain't already following Denny live I got it right here. Look down there. It's a Denny Live.
Denny Live TV on
He also got another
Instagram.
one.
Follow me on Instagram because I need the followers.
Yes, he need to
I
follow
need
us.
1 million real followers.
Yes.
Because I need 1 million real dollars.
I got some Monopoly money for you, but
I can't fuck with that.
But yeah, this cat, he's gonna be here in Virginia Beach right there on April 1st, next Friday. And I mean, he's freaking hilarious, man. He's gonna tear the place apart and it's gonna be clean. So that's gonna look crazy to y'all to see this cat kill it clean. But the dude,
clean.
30 years of comedy. 30 years of comedy.
But listen, Kataz, real quick, 30 years don't mean nothing. This dude's been doing it 30 years and he's still trash on that stage. So I'm gonna pray to Jesus, because I love the Lord. I'm gonna pray that I'll kill it and live up to everything Kataz said. Because some of these dudes be wearing dark sunglasses and be all Hollywood. And when you get on stage, you're like, he was trash.
I know some people like that too, but
yeah. So what I do is, because I don't think I'm the greatest. I hug everybody in the crowd. I'm approachable because you might not like the show. Maybe I might bomb that night and you need to have prayer service with me. You know? it happens. You know? I'm just saying. I'm going to try my best April 1st to kill it. You know what I mean? I'm in the house reading over my jokes, practicing in the mirror, but some of these comedians out here, and you know who you are, acting like you're a comedy therapist and you trash.
Hey, look, yeah.
So I'm gonna try to do my best, Lord willing.
Yes. I'm just showing you some of the stuff people writing about you, man. Good stuff, gentlemen. Lessons here. Good stuff, man. Keep shining, Danny. You better keep shining.
Thank you.
Shiny head you got on your head. Just keep putting that lotion on top of your head.
Hey, man, let me tell you, when you got a baldy, man, you don't want to have an ashy baldy, dog. Put that moisturizer on it and let it go. Have it like mine. Don't nothing look crazier than an ashy baldy.
You ain't lying. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, this has been awesome with Denny Live. You can catch us on UBS and TV, which you can download for free and install it on Roku TV and Amazon Fire Television. Pretty soon here, we're going to be on Apple TV as well. Right now, this stream is actually live on the channel. It's also live on IG as well. I just didn't know how to get IG's question and answers. I see plenty of people up there. Hey, IG, I'm sorry I couldn't respond. And somebody told me the sound wasn't working right on IG. That's something I'm going to have to figure out later. But, nigga, I know how to go on IG live like this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Follow me. I'm going to start going live, too, on IG Live.
Yeah.
I ain't going to do like the Kataz. I'm going to put mine up, then I'm going to edit it and throw it on YouTube so you can watch it like that, because I'm not technical.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna take this and put it on IG Live or whatever. So so they could look at it and hear it like we hearing it now, man.
Right.
But Danny, I'm gonna holler at you in a second. But I'm just gonna say thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for us. Excuse me, I'm choking all up. Thanks for being here, and we will be back next time. Matter of fact, we're going to do some more this week. We're going to do just Josiah Jones. Now, we ain't going to do them. Pause on that. We ain't doing Josiah Jones. But we're going to interview Josiah Jones, and we're going to interview Tanya D, some of the people that's going to be coming out this week. So we look forward to seeing y'all again. God bless y'all, and God bless. I said that already, didn't I? All right, peace. In the broadcast. Okay, I'm old, y'all. I'm trying to end the broadcast.